Hello, my VIPers. Welcome to your March kit. I think it's for March. You'll probably get it in April. I don't know. We'll see how things work out. I was inspired by this card kit for you from our Craft with Heart card making series. It's a subscription program. And what I loved about some of the card designs was that they really were doable with products that Close to My Heart carries, and I love that. So I took this design. This was from the Craft with Heart kit. I think the January, February, March, and April kit for 2021. And I did this. Look at that. Pretty close, pretty close. I used the heart shaker set to create a little mini shaker. This is what you will get in your kit. An envelope, card base, a piece of, I think, canary. This is the light side. There's the dark side. Then a piece of patterned paper, a strip of patterned paper. This happens to be the opposite side of this. So if you really wanted to do it differently, you can flip the paper however it looks good to you. A piece of bluebell, a little strip. Then we've got our heart backer. 2 heart frames, one in white, one in bluebell, and a heart piece of vellum, some little shaker bits in a little bag for you, and your sentiment strip. Everything is all ready to go for you. You just need to assemble. I pulled in the Craft with Heart stamp set. This is exclusive to Craft with Heart. You can't buy this stamp set, but it has lots of really nice sentiments. So if you've ever given a thought to looking into Craft with Heart, know that there are some really wonderful things that you can only get with Craft with Heart. I gave you some of the Silver Star confettis because they're nice and flat and they won't be too bulky to mail. To do this swooshy on the heart, I used a water brush, a block, some Sundance, which is a little darker than the canary, and I smooshed some on the block, took the water brush, and just swooshed it on there. I then took an image off of this stamp set, this little set of stars, used some charcoal ink, and I stamped and then stamped again. So it was stamping off-ish. So you stamp full strength and then again with what was left, re-ink and go on and do all of that. So that's how I created what's in your kit. To assemble the card is really quite easy. We've got our card base, and I am going to use my bone folder to give that a nice crisp fold. And I will be using glue. You can use glue, you can use whatever adhesive floats your boat. I'm going to, first you need to glue down your, I think it's 4 1/4 wide by 4 inches tall. And I picked that size because it worked well with the angled paper. And I didn't want to have to try to bother cutting things at an angle and making it match up. This is just an easier way for me to do this. Then you take your pattern paper and you put that over the top. And you're lining it up on the side and the top, across here and across here. There you go. I like to take my glue, or if you're using tape runner or score tape or whatever you happen to have that you like to use, and run a little bead or run some adhesive along that angle, and you take your thin little strip of bluebell, butt it up against your angle piece, just like that. And then I do the same thing on top of the pattern paper right next to the bluebell strip. And butt it up against the bluebell. From here, I turn it over, use a little pair of scissors, trim off those bits. I send a little bit longer pieces of those strips because it's easier to cut them off than it is to try to get it perfect. Okay, so there we have our card base. Now we can work on making the shaker. First thing you do, you've got your white base with the Sundance and charcoal inks on there. You want to take your white heart frame. I use glue for this. I recommend glue, and you want to get it all the way around. If you have dimensional adhesive and you'd like to pop it up, of course you can do that. I am doing this, keeping it thin, and line that up. So you've got it like that. The next step, open up your confetti. When I open this up, I'm going to fold over the adhesive strip so that my confettis don't stick to it. And dump out your confettis. They may go all over the place. They may not. Oh, that's not too bad. I'm going to keep them off of that framed heart, so keep them to the middle. And if you want to spend time picking up and doing all the things, you certainly can. I'll try to put a few more on there. The important thing is to keep the stars toward the middle. There we go. We've got our piece of vellum. Take your glue and run a bead all the way around that heart frame. You take your vellum and get it on there, and you line it up, and it should fit quite perfectly because it's all part of the same thin cut set. Rub around the edge so you make sure that everything is glued shut. And then from there, you can, I think I'm going to just run my glue around the edge of the bluebell heart frame. And then you put that right on top. So you're sandwiching that piece of vellum in between those two heart frames. So we've made a little shaker. But it's nice and thin, and I don't think it's going to require a ton of extra postage. This is the first time I'm trying this. And you glue it right there in the middle, wherever it looks good to your eye. And then you put your little stamped sentiment on there. And put that on. If you have any little stars left, you certainly can glue them on. I'm not going to. That's how it looks. Isn't that cute? Cute little shaker card. That's it. Super easy breezy. This video, I will send you the link to the video so that you guys can watch it. As VIPers, you get a little advance notice on this. And then eventually in a couple of weeks, I will make it public. I hope you enjoy your kits and enjoy putting your cards together. Have a blessed, crafty day, and I'll see you again next time.